Welcome on into the Utah Jazz Huddle Postgame Report. I'm Addison Resco, and the Utah Jazz defeat the Denver Nuggets 123-102. It was a beautiful game from the Utah Jazz. One of the most complete games I've seen in a long time from the Jazz when it comes to terms of effort, hustle, energy. This Jazz team brought it all. This Jazz team has been doubted, all that. The Jazz, obviously it's only one game, but the Jazz went out and sent a message to the Denver Nuggets tonight. Let's just go over the sets. The Jazz hopped on the Denver Nuggets quick. They were up 7 at the end of the first. They were up by 22 at the halftime break. And then you go to our stat leaders for the night. Let's talk about Lauri Markkanen. Markkanen got off to a really quick start tonight. Markkanen's been a great spot-up shooter. I've really liked what I've seen from Markkanen. And also, let's talk about Jarred Vanderbilt. Jarred Vanderbilt fouled out tonight, but let's look past the fouled out. His last foul should not have been a foul at all, but Jarred freaking Vanderbilt, baby. 12 rebounds. He had 7 points early on in the game. In the first half, he had 7 points. Jarred Vanderbilt going up for multiple offensive rebounds, grabbing them all. And then, on the defensive side of the ball, just grabbing rebound after rebound after rebound. He just could not stop grabbing rebounds. He played a phenomenal game. And they really did a great job of shutting down Jamal Murray. Only 12 points, 5 of 13 shooting. And you look at the Denver Nuggets from a whole. Shooting from the outside, 2 of 4, 0 of 2, 1 of 3, 0 and 2, 1 of 4, 3 of 7. When you look at their shooting from the three-point range, the Denver Nuggets did not shoot well from the three-point line. And something that we saw a lot from the Utah Jazz last year was teams excelling from the three-point line. And tonight, it wasn't the case for the Nuggets. The Nuggets, I can count this up real quick. 3, 4. They did not hit a lot of three-pointers. They hit 5 three-pointers on the entire night. I don't know if the Jazz defense held a team to under 10 once. Obviously they did, but that goes to show. 5 three-pointers that you held the Nuggets to is super impressive, and it goes to show how well our perimeter defense was, which was always a consistent struggle to see. And somebody else that I want to talk about for the Utah Jazz tonight, man, is Walker Kessler. I want to go over his stats. One, he was plus 12 on the floor. And then there's really one other guy that I truly want to talk about. He came off the bench again tonight. So Walker Kessler, 12 points, 5 of 5 shooting. He had 10 rebounds. He had an assist. He had a steal. But what I love from Walker Kessler is a lot of those rebounds came on the offensive side of the ball. He had 2 offensive rebounds, but there were 2 other times in the game where Walker Kessler just kept plays alive. Just tipping the ball, diving down the floor. He had that jump ball with Michael Porter Jr. and then that tip ball on the right side of the court where it went off of Denver after he tipped it off of him. Walker Kessler shows great energy. He struggles a lot from the free throw line. 1 of 4 from the free throw line tonight. It kind of reminds me of Rudy Gobert struggling from the line early. That's just how bad he is from the free throw line. But Walker Kessler's energy, Walker Kessler's ability to create chances on the offensive side of the ball, and he's got quick movement too for a 7-foot guy too. He cuts down the court pretty quickly after he sets a screen. I saw it a couple times with Conley. I really liked his agility and his way to cut down the court. It was really nice seeing that from Walker Kessler tonight. And I can only imagine what else he's going to do. I talked about it during the preseason streams. Walker Kessler's that guy, and he's going to continue to impress. It was 81-71. Utah was out in front. We needed a big basket, and Walker Kessler, as the shot clock's going down, hits a ridiculous up and under layup. Beautiful play from Walker Kessler. And then the Jazz kind of got jump-started from there. And then obviously pulled away with the 123-102 win. And then also another guy, Malik Beasley. Someone that played terrible during the preseason in the first game that he played, and then obviously got hurt. But tonight, plus 20 on the floor, 15 points, 3 of 9 from downtown. Also had 5 rebounds and a steal, 1 assist. Plus 20 on the floor is ridiculous. And that 3-point shot from Malik Beasley, 3 of 9, it felt better than that. Malik Beasley's got a sniper from downtown, and he had a couple big ones late in the fourth quarter. And then also Rudy Gay, how about his night? The bench really showed up tonight. 16 points, 6 of 8 shooting. And then Colin Sexton, I'm really just talking about every guy on our bench right now because they all played phenomenal. Colin Sexton, what I really liked about him, obviously we know Colin Sexton's quick, but it's how fast he gets quick. He'll just be with it. And there was this one play, he's one-on-one with Jokic. It's at the end of the game when it's 117 to 102, and Colin Sexton's one-on-one with Jokic. He takes one step at the top foot of Jokic. Jokic is playing him like this, and he drives right at that top foot, and Colin Sexton beats him to the rack. It was a beautiful play to end off, the main group of guys that plays night before they put in the backups. And Colin Sexton just delivered. His ability to drive through traffic is amazing. So many times I was like, and there was Colin Sexton driving through the teeth of the defense, lays it up and in. There were just countless times he was able to do that. And I believe he had, he also did stuff on the defensive side of the ball. He had 2 assists. No, he didn't have any steals or turnovers, but he had 5 rebounds. And whenever he got those rebounds, he was so quick to push the floor and make stuff happen. Colin Sexton, an amazing night so far. Really, the whole bench played amazing. Clarkson struggled shooting the ball a little bit, 3 and 9, but still solid night out of Jordan Clarkson. Kelly Olynyk looked great to start the game, 8 points, but then got into foul trouble and then got a technical later in the game. Didn't play much in the second half. Conley, solid. Nothing much there. Had a couple turnovers to start the game, but then really relaxed after that. And then obviously you talked about Jared Vanderbilt and that. But how about this game by the Utah Jazz? This was just a complete shocker. Nobody saw this coming. Even if you had the Jazz winning this game, which a couple people did, nobody thought we were going to win this game by 21. But this team, something that we haven't seen from the Jazz, as I touched on in the preview, was effort, hustle, energy. We haven't seen that from the Utah Jazz in a while. And we saw that. The amount of offensive rebounds we had, the amount of loose balls we went diving for, the amount of steals we had. I got to check how many steals we had, guys. The Utah Jazz were just unbelievable. 21 steals tonight, guys. 10 steals tonight. 10. Sorry, I said 21 turnovers, but we forced 21 turnovers. We got 10 steals, and a lot of those were in the first half. It was a beautiful game of basketball tonight, played by the Utah Jazz. And obviously, I'm not going to go here and say, oh, this team's a playoff team now. Oh, look at us, right? That's not my mindset. But you keep playing like this. You keep raising eyebrows. Again, there's no expectations this year. Just keep playing hard like we are, and this team can make some noise, whether that's making the playoffs or, just being a team that's a hard out, to any given team on any given night. But a solid win for the Jazz. Jazz go at it on Friday versus former teammate. For only a couple of these guys, actually, or former Jazz player, I should say, Rudy Gobert in Minnesota. Minnesota did win tonight over the Thunder. I don't know the score. So both teams are going into that game 1-0. Should be a fun one. See if the Jazz can pull off the upset. And then the Jazz are home against the Pelicans and then have a 2-game stand versus the Houston Rockets. That's all from the postgame show. I am Addison Resco. Jazz win the game 123-102. Make sure if you enjoy this stream, make sure if you enjoyed the video to smash up the like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell so you never miss any postgame reports, podcasts, or live streams here on the Jazz Hub.